Appliances, washing machines, dishwashers, ovens, exhaust fans, the traps that you can fall into. We're going to teach you. Stay tuned.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake, the lady here on the screen has replaced thousands and thousands of appliances over a very long period. Expert property manager Cleo is here. Welcome this morning.
Good morning, Mark. It's a beautiful day today. The sun's shining, and hopefully, I don't have a lot of maintenance with appliances today.
Yeah,
You
I'm
never
I'm
know.
feeling good. I was listening to Dr. Dre Bitchnigger just while I was in the car, and just I'm in blue skies and
Old school. Bring it back to the old school. Love it.
old school Dr. Dre. Old school Dr. Dre. Cleo, this is a SOS out to people with appliances and our landlords out there. I've recently been touched where I had a dishwasher fail. I did the maths really quickly because I've done it all the time, and I'm like, it's been there for 10 years. Um, and the property manager wrote to me and said, "Hey, we've had a quote for a repair." And I was like, "Okay, tell me what you know, Cleo. Tell me what you know."
Well, you've just said it. Repair. It's very lucrative to have an appliance repaired. It does seem like a cheaper option for some of our landlords. However, in the long run, you end up paying more.
Yep.
So,
Uh,
irrespective of their appliance, we do have companies that will do repairs. However, with a repair, you don't know what the issue is. Firstly, you have to diagnose that. That initial call out is going to cost you.
how
If
much?
the Probably between $140 to $200, depending on the company,
Just for a
which
quote.
is almost half the cost of some of the appliances. So, to go out there and diagnose the issue, they definitely won't have parts with them just in the ute, hardly ever. So then they have to go back, order a part, wait for the part to arrive, and then come back again. So you've got 2 visits, and then you're waiting for parts. So your tenant probably reports the issue within a week. You'll get somebody to go out. Extra lead time for the part to arrive could be 1, could be 2 weeks. Then they have to book in a time to return. You're looking about 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks to have this appliance replaced, which then annoys your tenant if you're the landlord, and
That's a
it's a
cost.
process. And it's a time wasting process. If you excuse me, could have the appliance replaced, you've got a warranty period, you got delivery straight away, you can pick somewhere else to purchase and have someone else install. There's a lot of there's a lot of options there, but yeah, the repair process is a bit of a trap.
So I think a message out there to our landlords is, and where it comes short is you're in love with your appliance. So you potentially lived in the property, you took time in selecting a really, really good quality appliance, and you said to yourself, you know what, I'm going to put in the Miele mid-range, top of the range, Smeg top of the range, and you spend a couple of G's on it, and you're like, oh, am I going to fix this or am I going to get rid of this? You must remember this. If you get 10 years out of a white good, you've done really, really exceptionally well. 8 years if you're unlucky. So I think when it comes to installing the white goods in your property, I'm a big fan of cheap, and when I had the maths done on the unit that I own as an investment, and we do this all the time with landlords, and sometimes they don't follow our lead because they're in love with their appliance. Um, and they go, really, really, it's not working after 16 years. What's the tenant done to it? And it's like, well, no, if you're using it every day, well, you're pretty good if you get 7, 8. You're very good if you get 10. You're extremely lucky if you get 15. If you want to make money on investment properties, replace your appliance. It also makes money because your tenant's happy. They got a brand new dishwasher, for example. So I looked at I straight away when I saw the dishwasher was failed, I said to the property manager, replace it. They gave me a quote for $649 to buy it, 200 to chuck the old one out and bring the new one in. And it was a Boko, and I
Oh
was
yeah.
like, that is dodgy cheap. So I said, if I'm going to get dodgy cheap, I want the cheapest and dodgiest. So I went on the website that the agent, the broker provided me from our office, and I found a Westinghouse for another $60 cheaper, which I thought was a better brand, and said, please proceed with this. I think landlords have to don't get romantic with your Miele or your Smeg or whatever you've installed. If you want a long life in your investment property, stick with super cheap appliances. Do you think they should be insured?
No, I don't think so. I think if you want to do the extended warranty, if you are getting like a Bosch or a Miele or a Smeg something high end, then take out your extended warranty. Um, it's worth it just for the return and obviously the warranty period. But no, I wouldn't get anything insured as far as that's concerned. As you said, having chosen for the cheaper option, it's also important that as an owner, when you are employing someone to purchase a product on your behalf, if you go through a company, for example, we use Best Repairs, appliances online, certain companies, if that appliance doesn't fit or is wrong for whatever reason, that company then has the onus to go back to the factory and find something that's going to work because that's what they've quoted you. Whereas if you get quotes and then you get someone else to go and install it and you've bought it online, for example, because it's cheaper, you can't take that appliance back. I've had it happen so many times with range hoods. We've given 3 or 4 quotes for range hoods from a company, slide out, vented, ducted, whatever, and then the owner will go and do research and go, aha, found one cheaper on this website, wherever the website is. It comes to the property and it doesn't fit, and they won't allow you to return it. Whereas if you had used one of the companies, they'd have to. I've had that happen twice this year, one property in Kempsey and one property in Waitara. So if you're having someone like a company that specializes in, appliances, I'd go with them. Even if it's $20, $30 more, if they've made the wrong measurement or for some reason it's not the right fit, it doesn't work, the onus is on them. So
Good
unless you are
advice.
100% certain. Yeah. Like, I mean, a dishwasher, standard size, standard fit. You might, have a plumber friend or someone that wants to put it in. But even with a dishwasher, you can get it wrong. The pipes might not, align, the room, it is one of those things. It's not exactly a science, but you need to know enough for, that it's going to work.
So appliances. I saw you mentioned this morning Aldi, $99 for an exhaust fan.
A slide out range hood. Yeah, $99. They're usually between 300 and you can get, higher end than that. But $99, I thought, I know Mark's going to probably buy 4 or 5 of those for emergency clients and store them. I'm surprised we don't have more dryers and dishwashers lurking around. But Yeah, no,
Mm.
that's so cheap, $99. And they have dishwashers as well. I don't know that there's any brand on them. I think their brand's Sterling that Aldi does. I don't know, but I
I
think
love
that
Aldi. I
they
love
have
Aldi.
cheap stuff, cheap appliances. And, some of these tech guys, I've seen TVs like in, $1 million houses and they're outside in the pool areas. And you're like, oh, is that, that's from Aldi. It's been going strong for like 7 years now. Love it.
All right. So the point of today is don't repair, replace. Reinvestment property. That's our best advice. Even though if it's going to hurt because you had a beautiful appliance in there, replace it because the idea is it's going to get just replaced later on anyway. Dryers, same concept because sometimes they're in properties. Ovens and stove. If you are building a kitchen in an investment property, standardize your sizes. Don't buy discount something that's in a regular shape. Stick to regular shape so you can replace them cheaply. Don't get in love with your brands. Get in love with replacing your appliances, and it's all tax deductible.
Just you beat me to it. I was just about to say you can claim it on tax. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
And I like the cheap option too. Go for the cheapies because you're going to turn it around anyway.
and your tenants are happy because they're brand new.
Exactly. And you don't want something too high end where they don't know how to use it. I'm always stuck
I
when they go,
love
I
that.
can't
I love that. That's
the
always
manual,
happens. It's
I'm not
always
reading it, it's not turning on properly. You just want a simple on off or, dishwasher with the dial that it makes it simple.
look.
I had,
I'm digressing, but we the repair guys. I said to them, "What's your favorite dishwasher?" They said Bosch,
yeah, yeah.
and I said
Boss
to
is good.
them, yeah, and they said, "Don't go for the dials, don't go for the buttons." And I said, "What do you mean?" Because I was at that time I was getting a washing machine for home, and they said what happens is the moisture gets into the digital buttons or whatever. So if you've got a manual button, it's better. So I've always doubled up on appliances. So if you can fit two washing machines, put two, and I've gone the cheapest, nastiest, biggest ones with dials, and you just replace them when they die.
Yeah, I've got a few years back now, all the new developments in Avalon and Narrabeen used to put in the Fisher and Paykel dish drawer. It was just one drawer and you pull it out. The
Trouble.
digital drawer, they all had them. Nightmare to get Fisher and Paykel out there under warranty. As soon as a tenant would say my dishwasher's not working in those, I'd be like, no, it's a dish drawer.
The
No. I would
dish
never put
drawers.
in a dish
We
drawer.
we thought they were such a good concept, but they were hard for replacement. That was the biggest
Hard
thing.
for
So,
replacement.
and
Yep. Not a standard size. Tenants are just easily, you just, because you're bending down, you just chuck all your food straight in, scraps, so you're blocked. Like nightmare, nightmare. Anyway, away from the dish drawer. That's my last tip.
all right, thank you, legend. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Have a lovely day,
Thank you.
guys. I hope we've helped you with some good real estate property management advice. Thanks, Cleo.
Thank you. Bye.
See ya. Bye.